Hi and welcome dear students to a grammar in use series. In the present video we are going to explore the present perfect tense. It's an interesting lesson, requesting you to grab your pen and notepad so that you can take down the pointers and construct sentences wherever necessary. So let us dive in. Now let us first understand what a present perfect simple tense, or simply if you want to remember or understand, remember the two words present perfect tense. You can drop the word simple for a better understanding. Now the present perfect tenses, what do they mean? Generally an understanding is that it is in the present zone and the action has just completed in a fraction of a second. Maybe it was going on and it just got interrupted and you are speaking and uttering about that action. The present perfect simple is used to talk about events in the recent past that still have an impact or effect on the present moment. Now, this is very important. When do we use present perfect tense? We use a present perfect tense when that event has some effect on the present moment. It is formed with have and the past participle. Now, what is past participle? It is the verb with the ed form and it is combined with have. For example, have walked, have taken, have spoken, etc. Now, let us look at the first pointer in this series. The first pointer is for present perfect is that the present perfect can be used to talk about a past in a number of different ways. Now remember that the present perfect can be used to talk about the past. Okay, now this is the past in the when you are in the present zone and the action has just come to an end, even if it's a fraction of a second, it is ended, you call it a past. So it is in the present zone, that is why the present perfect. Now, when to use and what are the contexts in which you can use present perfect tense? The first, that is to give new piece of information or some news. For example, hi, I have arrived. Hi, I have arrived in London. Now over here, have shows present. Arrived means action completed. So this action was completed in the present tense. So that is why it's simple or present perfect tense. My plane landed. Plane landed is a simple past tense 5 minutes ago. So this is simple past whereas we have present perfect over here. I hope the difference is understood. The next pointer is that we can use it to talk about a repeated action that continues to happen over a period of time. A repeated action that continues to happen over a period of time. I have visited California every summer since I was 18. That means with intermittent gaps, this action continued in the past. Have visited, that means it has just been completed. So have visited and this action continues to happen over a period of time. And from what time? Since I was 18. The remaining current per time zone is not given. The third pointer is to talk about an event. Now this is very important, pay attention to it. This is to talk about an event that started in the past and is still happening now. Previously I've mentioned that action that is just completed. Now this is something that an action that is completed in the past and is still happening now. So why not use some continuous tense? No, it is actually that action has taken place and just a fraction of a second Later, you are uttering this sentence. Olivia has gone on a trip to Egypt. That means she has just gone. The action was just completed by her at the given time. She might be on her journey when you are speaking this. Now let us look at a few examples so that we get a better understanding of the three usages that is mentioned: a new piece of information, a repeated or continuous action over a period of time, and an action that has started in the past and is still continues to happen now. Look, I have cooked dinner for us. I have. Now this is a contraction of I have cooked. So it is contracted over here. I have cooked. So it is present, and ed, that is past participle. So that means present perfect tense. Yes, it is present perfect tense for sure. John has just washed the dishes. Has is present and washed is past participle. So we have present perfect tense over here. You haven't cleared the table, it's a mess. Have not is the negative connotation, and we have the contraction have of have not, haven't cleared. Now when we use have, it is present, cleared is the action completed. So haven't cleared is present perfect tense. Have you cleared up your bedroom? This is in the question form. The word have and cleaned. Have you cleaned up your bedroom? Cleaned is the past participle. So we have present perfect tense. Why do we call it present? Because of the presence of the word have or the presence of the verb has. Let us see the sentence structure so that we get a better understanding of how to construct present perfect tenses. We have the subject, it can be noun, pronoun. Then we have has or have, it depends on our subject. Then we have the past participle, that is the verb with ed form. And then we have the rest of the sentence. Let us see the sentence that is before us. I have arrived in London. Has is used for he, she, and it. Let us try constructing. She has arrived in London. He has arrived in London. It has arrived in London. If I want to use a noun, I can say the parcel has arrived in London. Let us see how certain words or tenses are used. Now we have another pointer over here. Regular past participles. The regular past participles are formed by adding ed to the base form. Base form means the way it occurs in the dictionary. We add ed to it and it is very simple and easy to understand. Ask becomes asked, so we use it as have asked. Call becomes called and we use it as have called for simple past or present perfect. Help becomes helped and we use it has helped or have helped for present perfect tense. Need becomes needed, so we use it as was or it have needed. Play becomes played, talk becomes talked, walk becomes walked, have walked or has walked. Want becomes wanted, watch becomes watched, work becomes worked. Now this is very clear where ed is added. Now we have irregular past participles. Let us see how they are constructed. English has a lot of irregular past participles which sometimes look very different from the base form. That means the original word, when you see the past participles, they're completely different. For example, be becoming been. Now this should not be confused with past continuous tense. Over here it is be and the construction been. By becomes bought. Remember the presence of you. It should not be confused with bring and brought. By becomes bought. Come, come. Do becomes done. Have, had. Give, given. This is the third form. Go, gone. Make, made. Say, said. See, seen. Even write becomes written. Speak becomes spoken, and so on and so forth. We need to be very mindful of certain errors and try avoiding it. The common error that we have it and the simple past form and the past participles are that it is important not to mix a past simple form with the past participles. Simple past with past participles. You should not mix them up. Simple past is when ed is added, and past participles is when the third form is used. One such example that we have before us is I have seen lots of great things here. This sentence is correct. Have seen. This is the past participle of the word see. See, past is saw, and participle is seen. I have saw is incorrect English. This is the past or the simple past form of see. Shouldn't you be used in perfect tenses. Now in perfect we use the third form, for example write, wrote, written, speak, spoke, spoken. So written and spoken, that is used in the perfect tenses. Let us see our next pointer. Our next pointer is the word gone or been. Let us understand. The be and go are both used in the present perfect to talk about going somewhere, but they have different meanings. Now, this is a very, very important pointer for us to understand, especially ESLs, students who are not native speakers. You need to understand this difference and what does it mean. I haven't seen Joan recently. Where is she? She's gone to Florida. Now, gone over here means that she's still in Florida. This is the meaning of the word gone. Hi, Joan. You are looking well. Yes, I have been to Florida. We use been when you have gone to Florida, but you are now back home. So the action has already been completed. Only then been is used. This action is also completed, but this shows that that she is currently in Florida. That is the difference between two. Over here, gone means that the action is completed and she is in Florida. Been is the action completed. She has been in there in the past and she has returned. I hope that this difference is understood, and while writing and using, you will be able to construct proper sentences. At this point, you may pause and construct sentences. Let us proceed. Where is Ben? He has gone to the mall. Gone to the mall means at the point of speaking, Ben is in the mall. Where is Ariana? She's gone windsurfing. Right now, she is windsurfing. That means action completed. Going action is completed. Right now, she's into some other action. Where are Julie and Jack? They've gone to see a play. At that point of time, they are watching a play. So that means going action that is completed. Right now they are elsewhere. That is how the word gone is used. Now let us see how the word been is used. You look relaxed. Yes, we have been in Bermuda. We had a great time. That means the person, these two people, they went to Bermuda, they came back, and now they are talking about the completed action in the present perfect tense. Your hair looks great. Thanks. I have just been to the hair salon. Now, this is an action. That means the person has gone to the salon, returned from the salon. So, it is present perfect tense. The action has completed in the present zone. Where have you been? We have been to visit Joan in the hospital. She is not very well. Been, she has gone to the hospital, she has returned from the hospital, and now she is talking. So the action has been completed in the present zone. So that is why present perfect tense is used. The next is a very important pointer, that is the present perfect tense and the past simple. We should not confuse the two. In the present perfect, we have the has or had form, and in simple past, we just add ed and use. Let us see two examples where we have a better pointer in the sentence, where certain time zone is given and where some time zone is not given. When the time is given, a specific time is given, you use past or simple past tense. When the time, specific time is not given, then you have to use present perfect tense. This is an important pointer for editing passages where what tense to use. You need to understand this context very well. The past simple or the simple past is used to talk about something that happened at a definite time. That means the specific time of year, day, time, morning, evening, night, yesterday, 2010, definite time. Then you use simple past. Present perfect is used when a particular time is not specified. If the time is not as specified in your passage or sentence, then go ahead and use present perfect tense. This is especially for editing. Let us see the example that is before us. Have you ever been to France? It's a general question. Let us see the answer. Yes, I visited Paris in 2010. I visited is simple past. A specific date 2010 is given, so the simple past tense or past simple tense is used. We are in the present zone and they're talking about the past tense, so that is how simple past is used. Now look at the second example. There is, yes, I have visited Paris many times. Now, same question. Have you ever been to France? Yes, I have visited Paris many times. Now, many times is not a specific time zone. So, you use have, the present and ed participle. So present and the past participle is used. That means simple past tense is used when you don't have a specific time zone mentioned in your sentence. And the applied meaning is that you are in the current time zone, timeline, and you are talking about an action that continued in the past for certain duration. So that is how you select simple or you select present perfect tense. Have visited. I hope the difference in the meaning of the two sentences and the presence of time zone and not present of specific time zone is understood, and I hope that you have understood when to use simple past tense and when to use present perfect tense. Let us look at a few examples. Further examples of simple past tense or past simple tense. I saw a great movie last week, where present perfect tense will be I haven't seen that movie. Joe didn't climb Mount Fuji last year. Didn't climb last year. So it is simple past. Saki has climbed Mount Fuji twice. Present perfect tense. Madison ate too much last night. Ate is simple past. Jack hasn't eaten curry before. Has is present. Eaten is the third form past participle, so it is present perfect tense. Now let us look at a pointer, the difference between the American English and the British English, where certain sentences are used and how does it differ. Now, in the US English often uses the past simple when UK English would use the present perfect. Now, let us look at the sentence. No dessert for me. I ate too much. This is American English. No dessert for me. I have eaten too much. This is UK English. Now, simple past is used in American English and present perfect is used in UK English. I can't find my passport. Did you see it? This is American English. I can't find my passport. Have you seen it? Present perfect is used in UK English. I hope you will remember this difference and you will construct and use sentence appropriately. With this, we have come to the end of the lesson. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, click like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for your kind attention.